So I'm looking at kind of my version of a bigger splash here. And the first thing I see is the paint, thick brush strokes. And I'm just enjoying looking at those. So what am I looking at? There's quite a thin layer of paint across what is the sky, and that's showing the textures of torn edges of collage underneath. And then I'm looking at this big splash, which is a sort of yellowish, greenish, greyish colour, a sort of stormy colour. And then I look at this child paddling, looking down at her feet, looking weirdly. Well, she looks like she's tiptoeing. She looks too tall for a child. And she's looking down at her feet, and the water's sort of washing over her feet, and behind her is what looks like a landscape, hills or something in the background there, in a weird pink shade. The colours are weird. The sky is a sort of pinkish grey. The sea is the same pinkish grey, and then the sort of pink hills behind. And then I look over at the building on the left, and that is solid and painted very thickly. The windows picked out very thick brush strokes there, thick paint, and the sea sort of coming up to it, flooding it, crashing over a kind of jetty in dark paint. And what am I seeing? I mean, it looks stormy. The building looks empty. There's a weird echo on the side of the building of these pillars, of something. Oh, I don't know, ancient Greek or something. But there's sort of pillars there, and the sea crashing over it. I don't know. I'm sort of struggling to interpret this painting. Again, there's writing around the edges, and I can read. I can glimpse musical score, and I can read weeks, assumptions, demand 100 tons, multiples of 100, 1,000 tons. I can read, and then just take a clip off here. I can read something about results, research, interest, charges, rates, reported. Again, all sort of financial jargon. Bits of a form I can see there, as well as bits of wallpaper. I guess putting that together again, the wallpaper, the interior decorating, the form filling, the financial investment numbers, language, peeping out a tiny little bit of music score, and then this stormy big splash. I've just been reading about the bigger splash, Hockney's work, but a big splash, which actually, if it comes over, it's going to engulf that child. It's just splashing up on the other side of the jetty. It's taller than her. Actually, the next thing that would happen is that splash would actually engulf her. And she's oblivious. She's in a bikini. She's looking down at her feet. She's just a child paddling, but she's big. She's too big for her environment. She towers above the jetty. She's not as tall, however, as that big splash, that's that big sort of surge, that big wave that's coming over, about to come over her. But she is big. She's kind of half the size of the building. So yeah, big, oblivious, about to go under.